Okay, so we're over here. I'm over here in my Roadtrek Simplicity SRT, and I am cooking dinner right now. I've got a nice 2-burner gas stove, nice little sink, microwave, refrigerator, 5 cubic foot refrigerator, and I like this little slide-out tray, pop-up tray. It gives me extra counter space. By the way, it's very important. Be sure when you're cooking on your little stove, always have your fantastic fan going. So anyway, tonight I'm making a homemade hamburger helper, if you want to call it that. I've got some bow tie pasta boiling, and in the water I added just a little olive oil, salt. I've got peas. Now I just got about a cup of the bow tie pasta, just for me and my husband. About a 3/4 cup of peas, because we like peas, and mushrooms. I'm cooking this, boiling it for 12 minutes until my pasta is the way I like it. If you want it more al dente, you can have it cook a little bit less time. My pasta's done. I only drained out a small portion of the water. I left in a 1/2 cup of water. And by the way, when I drain any type of pastas in my sink, I do run cold water down the drain at the same time I am draining my pasta. Okay, so now I am going to fry up my ground beef. I just added salt, pepper, some Mrs. Dash, and some garlic powder. Meanwhile, my pasta is just resting and waiting for when it's turn. So I'm gonna fry up this hamburger meat, and then I'll show you what I'm gonna do next. Now, meanwhile, while my hamburger meat is browning, I'm looking out the back of the Roadtrek. I got my hubby out there, and he's got a fire going. I got little Rocky. I don't know if you could see him. There he is. He's on his little pad, and he's resting and being nice and cool. Whoops. Anyway, I like cooking in the Roadtrek. We do have a gas grill that I bring outside and I cook every so often with. Just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. Today I was just kind of in a cooking mood, so I like cooking inside of the Roadtrek Simplicity SRT. Kind of reminds me of like a baby doll's kitchen, which is kind of a fun thing to cook in. Anyway, I enjoy cooking in here also. But again, please remember, use your fantastic fan when you are cooking on your 2-burner gas stove. It's very important. And also, I do like to leave the big front door open. Ventilation, I think it's really important. We've got a big screen front door, so it makes it very possible for me to just leave that front door open. Funny about cooking in my kitchen. Yes, I do have some really nice countertops in here, but I do prefer to put some sort of a kitchen towel down before I put a hot pot on my counter space. I like to keep our Roadtrek looking nice. It's a beautiful machine. We really keep it well maintained to the best of our ability. It's just like anything else. You can really thrash it really quick, but we baby our Roadtrek. A staple in my kitchen are culinary scissors. I use them a lot. They clean up really easy. I don't have to break out my cutting board as frequently with culinary scissors. And my other go-to utensil are my tongs. I love these. I love them. I love them. I use them for stirring and grabbing and everything else. That's another staple in my kitchen. It cuts down on how many utensils I really need to bring into the RV. And believe me, we really keep things as trim as we can. And we find out the things that we do really need and the things we don't. And it's just trial and error. My hamburger is cooked up, or my ground beef, so we definitely will not be throwing grease down the drain on the Roadtrek. What I usually do is I take a Ziploc bag. I'm going to take paper towels, and I am going to absorb all of the fat and onto the paper towel, drop it in a Ziploc bag, and drop it in the garbage can. Okay, so I've absorbed any grease that was left in from my ground beef. I do buy lean ground beef, and there's 93% lean, but you still get 7% fat. So I've taken paper towel, I have absorbed it with that after I've turned off my flame, dropped it in a Ziploc baggie, and now it's going into my trash. My ground beef, I added salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Definitely seasoned to taste. Now I'm going to stir this up and drop in my pasta. In my seasoned ground beef, I added my cooked pasta with peas that I left covered up with a ½ cup of the pasta liquid in water left in there, and that water absorbed into the pasta, which is really nice. Okay, so I'm going to stir this up, and now I'm going to do my finishing touches. I'm going to add some milk, I'm going to add some cheese, and I'm going to turn it into a nice creamy sauce, and basically we are ready to go. Okay, to this mixture I'm going to add ½ cup of Sargento 4-cheese Mexican. Okay, to this I added about 3/4 cup of milk. I added about 3/4 of a tablespoon of cornstarch. And then you're going to bring that back to a boil. And again, I did add that ½ cup of cheese in here also. So basically I made like a little bit of a roux. You could use flour or cornstarch, whatever your preference is to thicken it up. So I'm bringing it back to a boil, and then we'll see where we're at. I just dropped in about, I'm going to think about 2 teaspoons of butter, maybe a tablespoon of butter. For people that are more weight conscious, you can omit the butter. But if you decide to make a roux with flour and butter and then add milk, that's ideally what we're working on and doing here. And then add your cheese in here. The idea is to make a nice cheesy, milky, creamy sauce, and that's what I'm going for. And this is something my hubby likes because he's kind of like a meat and potato guy. Me, I can do vegetables and delete carbs all the way, but once in a while I make something that's more manly for him that he really likes. He's a meat and potato guy. Really don't know diddly squat about cooking. There's a little item out there called kitchen bouquet browning and seasoning sauce. You can add a few drops of this, maybe about a teaspoon, and you see how my sauce is white? I'm going to add this, and you can see what's going to happen. Okay, so now you can see the nice deep color that's left with my dinner. The Gravy Master has been around for a long time, this kitchen bouquet. We use it for Thanksgiving turkey gravy. We use it for every kind of brown gravy that we can ever think about. It's been around forever, and it's like Grandma's favorite secret. Definitely give it a try. Okay, so I gave it my final stir. Definitely give it a taste at this point. If you feel you need to add a little bit more of salt and pepper, do. Otherwise, and this is really a tasty meal with a nice healthy salad, and otherwise enjoy. Thank you for viewing with me.